Look at that. It's red and blue. Although it kind of looks pink in the camera, but we got freaking lights now. Pretty sick. And I think today we need to make them green because we're gonna be talking about money. So recently I have just hit 200k on Red Dead Online, and even though you probably don't need that amount of money within this game just because there isn't that much to buy, I'm going to be running you through everything that I did to get to 200k. Now this is going to be from 100 to 200k because I have already done a video previous to this, which was a few months ago, where I told you exactly how I got 100k, but things have slightly changed since then because Naturalist update came out and we've had a collector nerf. If you do want to make a little bit extra money yourself without actually having to do anything, then there is a link in the description down below which will take you over to the Twitch stream. Head over to there, drop a follow, and you'll be notified when the next time I go live. And like every single stream, I do trader and moonshine deliveries, so you don't actually have to do anything. You just need to join the session, be first within the posse, and if you do get in, you will be part of moonshine and trade deliveries, which means you get money without even having to do anything. So if that is of interest, as said, link is in the description down below. As well as if you do want to see any more content from me, there is a Cyberpunk channel, and we did recently hit 1,000 subs, and I think we're probably going to get 2,000 very, very soon. So if you want to be a part of that and you're hyped for the Cyberpunk release, there is a link in the description down below to that. So 200k has been achieved, and as said, you don't really need it, but I'm going to be running through absolutely everything that I did between 100 to 200k, and also telling you exactly what I'm going to be doing between now and the end of 2020 to possibly even push to 300k, but we'll see how things go. And I know there may be a bit of confusion there considering I just said 200k you don't really need, and I'm saying now that I want to push for 300k. Reason for it is, personally, I like to brag. I like to point up in stream every single time just to show you how much money and gold I have. You guys can do the exact same thing and show it off on Twitter, Instagram, to your friends, whatever. It's pretty fun. It also keeps you secure for future updates. Bear in mind that this is my job, so you know, the more I do on Red Dead, the more I get to show you, the more revenue I get on YouTube as well as Twitch, and it's just a continuous loop. It just makes sense for me. As well as I personally think, and I got no evidence to really prove that this is going to happen, but I think that there's another nerf coming, which will be with this Christmas update. Rockstar have already talked about changes that they want to make with the collector, and Rockstar have also said that there's going to be an update at the end of 2020, or a second one within 2020. We don't know exactly when it's going to be, but we all assume it's not going to be Halloween. We assume that it's going to be Christmas. But they said within that they're going to go and change up one of the previous roles. Some people have said the bounty hunter, so that it could be a lawman. I think it's going to be collector because of a Polygon interview where they did talk about all the changes that they want to make to the collector. One of them being bringing in more collector sets. That's already been done with fossils. They can add more, but the other one is where they go and bring in posse collectibles, where each posse member can find a distinctly different part of the collectible and then come back together, and as soon as everyone's got their individual parts, bring it together. That's the full collectible, which they can then log within their journal or diary or whatever it's called. I think that change is going to happen, and I also think because every single update that we've had so far, there has been changes to the collector, there's going to be another nerf with that. So for me, I want to try and make as much money as possible before that next nerf comes, because the Naturalist update, even though it was a good update, it's the only update that we've had within Red Dead Online where we were able to make less money than what we were able to make before. Enough about that, let me just run through exactly how I've made my money since the Naturalist update. You will need the collector, the trader, the moonshiner, and the naturalist. Starting off with the naturalist. Make sure that you are able to be rank 5 and you're able to go into the Harriet missions. These are incredibly easy to do. They take anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes, some are incredibly long. If you get the CrossFox where you have to start in Rhodes and you end up in Saint Denis, that's the longest one we've had so far. I absolutely hate that one now, but the rest, like the Anami Elk, you can get that done within literally like 3, maybe even 2 minutes, depending how quick you are right into Koa, killing the elk, and then that's it, it's done. It's very, very simple. So what you want to do in these missions, despite them telling you to sedate and sample for Harriet, you're actually just gonna go and kill and skin. Once you killed and skinned the animal, you will be placed back within free roam within that area. You then call your hunting wagon, so you need to be part of the trader, and then your hunting wagon will arrive. You will chuck that pelt in the back. You can hold up to 5 large pelts, but you can get so many small pelts. And the small pelts is where the money's at. And what I tend to do is do this every single weekend. Weekends when I'm not recording videos and I'm just playing this game for fun. I will go through the Harriet missions and I will just get as many different pelts as possible, store them in my hunting wagon. And then those goods within the hunting wagon will be used to be materials within the trader during the week. So this brings us to the next point. Once you've stocked up as many different pelts within your hunting wagon as possible, go over to Cribs, donate them. All you need is around about 2 to 3, depending what the pelt is and how many materials it gives you, for you to have 100 materials within the trader. It is incredibly simple. Like, the trader's never been easier. You do not need to hunt any other animal. It's incredibly easy. And once that's done, trader's already sorted. I'll leave it entirely up to you whether or not you want to do a resupply mission or you actually want to buy supplies. Personally, I'm lazy. I'm just gonna buy supplies at this point. It costs $20 and in 4 hours, I'm gonna be making that money back anyway. From there, I will resupply my moonshine shack. I will go over to Marcel, talk to him, and I'll buy the most expensive moonshine I can do. And I will not go for the $247.50 moonshine. Personally, I just don't find it really worth it. Yeah, you get more money, it requires a collectible, but when you do the maths of selling those collectibles as a set to Madame Nazar and then just doing the moonshine as a 226, it's like $3 better. But then there's also a chance that you can get a black screen, you can just go over a bump and spill some moonshine, and then you could lose like 50. It's not worth it. Personally, I just don't think it's worth it for the $3. So I always go for $226 and just stick with that. Yet again, just buy moonshine mash. I don't really do bootlegger missions. You can do them if you want. It makes things a lot cheaper, but just telling you what I did, 90% of the time I don't do it unless there's a daily challenge involved so I can get gold out of it. But most of the time, that's not the case. I don't do bootleggers. I'm lazy, like I said. And then once that's all set up, all you need to do is go into the collector. And originally I did this method before and I told you guys to go for coins. Yes, it's the most expensive, but since the Naturalist, it has been nerfed to be completely random, but I still thought it was worth it. And the reason for this is because I did go 8 days in a row where I was just getting the coin set just every single day. And I was completing this set once every 2 days. So I thought, even though the map is telling you that one of the coins is only available like 2%, like you have a 2% chance, I was still getting a set every 2 days, which made it better than trying to get antique alcohol bottles once every single day. But since then, I've really struggled to get coin sets. I was just incredibly lucky for those 8 days. Since then, it's just been incredibly hard. So what I've been doing is focusing on the sets which are guaranteed. So these are the flowers, the tarot cards, the antique alcohol bottles, and the bird eggs. It's also been recommended that family heirlooms as well as the fossils are incredibly easy to complete, but there are some within these categories that are random. But for me, as I said, I've been collecting flowers, tarot cards, antique alcohol bottles, and bird eggs. For me, I used to go for the coin set every single time, and that was my favorite set, but since the Naturalist update, I'm gonna have to say flowers, which is incredibly weird. Like, I don't mind the tarot cards and they give very, very good money, but it's just incredibly irritating with how many tarot cards there are and some of the locations. I just don't really like it. But the flowers are incredibly easy. You can get maybe 5 or 6 different flower locations just for one flower. The ones that are limited is the time flowers, being the Agrita as well as the blood flower. So you have to go there at 10 PM to 5 AM, but they're still incredibly easy and you get 3 of them. So it's just ended up being one of my favorite sets to go and get the flowers in this current situation. I can easily get this just within like 3 days, get 10 sets of the flowers. It's incredibly easy, just absolutely easy. So I go for flowers very, very often now, and that's probably where a lot of my money has come from. But what I would do is just keep on going through these sets, and once I've completed these sets, I will then sell these sets. That would give me a lot of my money, but then I also have the trader going in the background, and I also have the moonshine in the background, and as said, they're incredibly easy to set up. This is now very, very easy to make money, even though it is less money than what we were able to make before the Naturalist update. So that's exactly how I made 200k, and I'm probably gonna carry on doing this, except between now and Halloween, or actually, to be fair, between now and Halloween, and then between Halloween and also Christmas, I'm probably not gonna go and sell the sets. Reason for that is because I prepare for updates. That's another area where I try and get as much money as possible by preparing. The Outlaw Pass will be coming with Halloween, and even though it's not a major one where we're gonna get 80 ranks, we're probably gonna go up 20 ranks. In fact, not probably, it's confirmed that we're going to get 20 ranks, and then I don't need that many sets. But the sets will give me 1,500 XP for every single time I sell it. If it requires 1,440 XP to rank up within the Outlaw Pass, I need just like actually 19 point something of sets to rank up completely within the Outlaw Pass. So that's something that we're gonna do. Between Halloween and Christmas, the preparation starts again. There'll probably be another Outlaw Pass at Christmas time. So that will be a major one. I need more sets. So that's what I'm gonna be preparing for. But like I said, I do think that there is gonna go and be a nerf around about Christmas time with the collector again, meaning that this is still right now the majority of my money. That's where it's coming from, the collector. It will be reduced again. This is me just guessing at this point, but it makes sense in my head. Rockstar have tried to close down the collector every single update since it's been out. We had it released last year in 2019. They changed up collector cycles within the Moonshine update. They then talk about it relentlessly in interviews about how they always want to change it. The Naturalist update, they changed the cycles again for them to be completely random. And I think that it's even now, as said, the #1 way I'm making money. I think they're gonna go and change it again. But as said, that's just my opinion, and we'll see how things go within the next couple months and coming towards the end of 2020. But that is exactly how I made 200k. It took me longer to make 200k compared to 100k just because of the collector nerf that we've had, but we're still easily making money. If you do want to make 200k, this is the best way to do it. There's no other way. Like, you can do it other ways, but it's just not as efficient. It'll take so much longer. You can do that if it's up to you, but this is the way that I recommend. If you don't want to make 200k, but you just want to get, say, 10, 20k, which should be way more than enough for the next update, being Halloween and probably Christmas update, and you also realize, like a lot of gamers, that November you're probably going to take a month off. Let's be real, November we're all taking a month off of Red Dead Online, just Red Dead Redemption in general. Maybe you're still playing story, I don't know what you're doing, but we're gonna take a break. Reason why? Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Call of Duty Cold War, Cyberpunk, link to that is in the description down below for the other channel, next gen consoles being Xbox Series X and also PlayStation 5. That's 5 major reasons to take a break from Red Dead Online in November. Maybe you just want to get that money up before then so that you could take a break, so that once Christmas comes around the following month in December, you can actually come back to Red Dead Online where there'll be a Christmas update. It's definitely a plan and something that I thought about, but I'm still dedicated to the grind. I absolutely love Red Dead Online, so I'm sticking to it. But yeah, it's entirely up to you. There's a lot of different reasons why you want money, maybe not 200k, but whichever one it is, this is the way to go for it. But anyway, that is everything to do with making money within Red Dead Online, how to get that 200k. If you do want to make some very easy money, there's links to everything in the socials down below in the description. I highly recommend the Twitch because I stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and every single time I do stream, there is always moonshine and trader deliveries, which you can be a part of, and you get free money without even having to do anything. You didn't even have to wait 4 hours for the trader. You just join the session and bang, money. But it is first come, first serve. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.